What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another Sunday breakdown. So our first pair today is CAD Swiss franc. So CAD Swiss franc, just gonna start with the bigger time frame. So going on to a daily time frame, what we have sort of like a descending channel. So with the upper part over here, it's gonna be like a wedge at the end of this end, then you can actually get a wedge from my price will shoot up, but that's gonna take a little bit longer. So what we're gonna be looking at is the smaller time frame. So I'm just gonna skip to 2 hour time frame, and I'm gonna show this rising wedge, how it fell out of the, like how price actually fell out of the rising wedge, and where is it going now. So this wedge with 1 to 3rd touch over here, we're having confluence of this red line for the bigger channel, then this resistance as well for the wedge. So price actually broke below here like last week, so around Wednesday, then Thursday, and it actually came back on Friday. So the major, like the key area here, what I wanted to look for is the head and shoulder. So if you can see, let me just check this pattern. So with 1 left shoulder and neckline, head, neckline as well, right shoulder, then this is where the head and shoulder starts. So from neckline, then we can actually take our trade going on to our target will be somewhere here. So you just take a ruler, then measure from here to the head. That's something like 1.87, 1.87, somewhere here. So from now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my short position from when the market opens, because it's already broke, then it came back to retest. So I can take it from this area going to the downside, reduce the risk, so 1.8 somewhere. So this is our target area. So for CAD Swiss franc, it's just a normal head and shoulder, nothing fancy. So going on to our next pair. So pound US dollar, we had this falling wedge to the downside, so with the lower part and the upper part. So when price actually broke above here, this only told us that price is actually building momentum to the upside. So similar thing like what happened here. So once price has an impulse and it consolidates in this manner, it's actually preparing for a bigger move to wherever it's going. So in this case, it was actually a bigger move to the downside. Then in this case, after we had this impulse, price started consolidating here over last week, and this is just to prepare for an impulse to the upside. So going on to a 2 hour time frame. 2 hour time frame, after this impulse, as you can see the correction. So either way, I'm not gonna take any position confidently to go to the downside, because it can actually just break to the upside like right now. So what I'm gonna do is wait and see how price is gonna move. So if price is gonna move pretty much like this, taste here, then come back to this purple support, then I can actually only take my position from this area. So for now, I can wait for price to come back to the downside, then wait for the bigger move to the upside. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna treat this as a flag. So I'm gonna take this so this price movement from here to here, that's 6%. So I'll take the same from here to here, so approximately 6% as well. So I'm gonna take my long position from this area going to the upside. So as you can see, we're just waiting for price to come back up, break above, then trigger our entry. So if price decide to come back to the downside, then we can actually wait till around Thursday, Friday, then we can actually get this position triggered in. But if it just do like a one bounce, then you can actually shoot up little bit quickly. So since this consolidation was taking over like from last week, like the whole of last week, pretty much I'm confident enough that like this week you see price actually break above and triggering this entry going to the upside. So next pair is gold. So gold, what we had last week. So we have this price movement. So what ended up happening last week is price didn't really reach here and touch this entry point. So this was supposed to be my entry point, but I couldn't enter just because I was still waiting for price to come back to the downside. This was a little bit risky to take an entry from this area because like it had already broke below here. So I was only confident enough if price had broken above here after it already tested here, then it can actually break above. Then from there we can say, yeah, we can actually take a position to the upside. So right now what I'm waiting for, so with this price action, it doesn't seem as price is going to return to the downside. So as you can see here with impulse, correction, impulse, then from this area it started moving a little bit slower in a descending channel. If I can draw a descending channel like this, as you can see, so it was sort of like a descending channel to the downside, something like this. Yeah, something like this. So price actually ended up um, breaking above and started floating above this area. So the only thing that I'm actually waiting for is either price to come back to the downside, something like this. Either it can actually shoot, then test here, then we can actually continue to upside. But if it doesn't, then something that I can wait for is a test here, then I can only take a position from this area. So I just have to wait to see how price is going to move. So price if test here and this acts as like a strong support, then I can actually take a position from this area going to the upside. So that's pretty much everything for this week, guys. I hope you enjoy your week.